the most entertaining show band ever to come out of Perth, Western Australia. Put your hands together for the Troupadores!
Trucking, gonna have some fun, keep trucking.
If you were a teenager here in Perth, WA in the 60s, you would have gone out every night to a different club to see fantastic bands. The nightlife was just terrific. I was amongst the crowds that went along to see the Troupadores at places like Pinocchio's and the Raffles, and they were just as fantastic then as they are today.
Still like that old time rock and roll, kind of music to soothe my soul. I reminisce about the days of old, and that old time rock and roll.
Okay guys, let's turn back the clock to 1964, to those testosterone-filled rock and roll days.
It was just a magic time to be in Perth for a start. And Perth just had a magic scene. Every hotel, there were hundreds of hotels, and they all had a band on a Friday and Saturday at least.
What were your favourite places?
Places like the Raffles Hotel, the Knutsford Arms Hotel. These were really good venues that every band aspired to play in.
Bill, Pinocchio's was one of the biggest venues in the 60s. Tell us about Pinocchio's.
It just had a great vibe about it, you know, and there was a lot of overseas artists played there. We even met AC/DC out the back there one day. When they came over, they weren't even formed as a band, and they were looking for work. Yeah. But it was just a great place to be and play. Lovely stage, good sound.
When you take the 60s as a whole and compare it to today, the nightlife, the entertainment here in Perth, better or worse? What was it like then?
Oh, definitely better in the 60s, don't you think, guys?
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot more happening, a lot more bands. The whole scene was a lot more vibrant in those days. And some of the bands around were fantastic. And there was a little bit of niggling between a few of the bands here and there. I reckon Johnny Young, he got in the way a couple of times, didn't he?
Yeah. Dare I ask about the groupies?
We won't talk out of school, but yes, the days were pretty hectic, and they were a lot of fun, and the funny thing is that every band had a group of followers, and those people would follow every.
So there you were in the 60s, rock and roll band extraordinaire. Where did the comedy come from?
When you get comfortable with what you're doing, you can start loosening up and having fun, and the more fun you have on stage, it spreads to the people.
Just for the fans watching this, here's a picture of Peter Anderson when he had hair.
See, I actually did have it at one stage.
Still rock and roll, that kind of music to soothe my soul. I reminisce about the days of old, and that old time rock and roll.
All the music that made us all happy through the years. It's not Troubadours without a bit of fun on stage, and that's how we stayed together for so long, because we all had fun.
Havoc and mayhem, really.
Don't you fool